Hello ladies, I am coming to you today at about 2:30 and it is kind of dark here because there is lots of rain coming through. And also my two girls are asleep, so I'm going to talk a little bit quieter, and we'll just have to deal with this crazy lighting that I have going on right now. Normally when I go live it is much brighter and I don't have to worry about like a screen glow or anything like that. But anyway, so I'm going to talk quietly like I said so that I don't wake the girls up, but this is kind of fun. I feel like it's much more close and intimate, so I'm excited to change things up a little bit. So we just got back from Ohio. We went on vacation and we had an amazing time, not only just as a family and getting to see my sister and college friends. We went to Cedarville University, so we were out in Ohio visiting Cedarville, and but also because we got to stop and see Amy Tilly. And then also I have a really crazy story to tell you about Joni Ormsby, who is on here in this group, who to give you a quick short synopsis of what happened. I was staying at my sister's house in Cedarville and we were watching a parade, and I went up on the porch. I saw some people on the porch of her house. I was kind of wondering who they were, and I looked. Hey Sydney, thanks for joining. I was just sharing that I'm going to talk a little bit quieter today because the two girls are asleep and we've been on vacation and they're really tired. So but it's kind of fun doing it like this. So anyway, so we were watching the Labor Day parade. We went up on the porch and I saw the woman on the porch and she kind of looked familiar, and my mind starts racing and I'm like, that looks like Joni Ormsby, who, by the way, some background information. Joni and I have never met in person. We only had, I've only gotten on a client call with her, and I'm going to be doing her website. And so I'd only met her online, and I'm like, no, that's such a crazy idea. That's not Joni. And then I started thinking, wait a second, my sister's landlord's last name is Ormsby. And then I'm like, no way. So long story short, my Joni is actually my sister's landlord, and so Joni and I got to meet in person for the first time this weekend, and it's just so fun, you guys. Like, if you get the chance to meet people that you talk with online, especially clients, go and see them in person if it's possible. It is so stinking fun. We ended up changing our plans for the day. We went to a coffee shop, we just chatted business, and it was just so fun to get to know her. So that was just a fun little thing that happened this weekend. And there's just something amazing that happens when Joni and I were working together. We're going to be working on her website, and I was able to help her out a little bit with business coaching, and there's just something amazing that happens when you put your minds together with somebody else. There's like this energy that God has created between. It's almost like sparks flying, like when we put our brains together, and so I'm really excited about some stuff that we're going to be rolling out for her. So but today, actually, that is the perfect lead into what I'm going to be talking about. Today, I'm going to be talking about community in your business. And as always, I'm going to be using my notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm just tracking where I'm at so that I can make sure that I provide a lot of value to you ladies. Before we begin, for those of you that don't know me, I am Allie Christian, and I am the founder of this group, the Proverbs 31 Entrepreneurs. And I help women who feel like they're spinning their wheels and are frustrated with the guesswork in their business eliminate the guesswork, eliminate the overwhelm, and provide them an exact blueprint on how to build a successful business while simultaneously leading a family successfully, raising a family, raising your babies, and being a wonderful wife and a friend, whatever it is, while keeping Jesus at the center of your business. So that's a little bit about me. Now, when I was in college, like I said, we went to Cedarville. When I was in college, I fell in love with community. Prior to being at Cedarville, I was in a public school my entire life, so K through 12, and I really didn't have, I had a core group of friends, but I really didn't have a community of true friends, true Christian women who were influencing my lives. And in college is actually where I got saved. I grew up in a Christian home my whole life, and I knew Jesus, but I think I truly understood who he was and saw who he was at college when I was surrounded by community. The Bible has so much to say about community, and so just getting saved at college and just being surrounded by this amazing community has absolutely just changed my life. Like, I could literally cry thinking about the people that just that we have in our community now and that we had in our community back then in college that just really influenced my life and have truly enhanced my life. Some of those people were with me when, like I said, when I first understood who Jesus really was and was saved. And so there was a lot of repercussion for not truly understanding who God was for the first 20 years of my life. And so they helped me weed through it, and they spoke truth into my life, and they literally held me up on some days that were rough through prayer. So community is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I hope that you ladies can sense that from this group, how much I value community and how much I truly pray that this place would be a place of community so that you can build each other up, so that you can grow in your lives and your businesses and encourage one another. I know that we hear all the time that community is everything, and especially in business, like people say you have to have your tribe, or there's all these cute ways of saying to make sure that you have a community surrounding you, and I get really sick of cliche things like that. But I am going to tell you that this one cliche thing that I get sick of hearing about communities, everything, blah, 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 it is so true, and I am an advocate of community. So if you're super skeptical, like, Allie, what is a business bestie, or why do I need community in my business? Bear with me. Bear with the cliche phrase and just hear me out. So believe it or not, I am not the type of person that loves to just be on my phone all the time in community, or keep up in constant communication. For me, that is a lot of effort. And so unlike my sister, who we both live about 20-25 minutes away from our parents, she calls my parents 5 times a day just to talk, and I am not like that at all. I am really bad at keeping up with people and being in community virtually with people, but I have seen what a difference it makes to put in that extra effort and to get involved into a community of some sort. Actually, just this month, I started texting my parents more regularly and making it a point to go and see them, because even though they're close by, I know that it is honoring to them and it brings them joy for me to be in communication with them. And I also am not naturally inclined to be part of community because I'm the type of person that if I have an idea, I want to just take that idea and I want to run with it. I don't want to ask other people their ideas. I think my idea is either the best, or I don't want to stop and take the time and have to change what I had originally planned. And so if I have an idea, I just like to take it and run with it. But I have discovered so much value in letting people in on what I'm thinking and sharing my thoughts with them and sharing my heart, sharing my mind with them, even asking questions of them and requesting resources, being vulnerable enough and humble enough to actually ask for help from my community. You guys, I cannot even begin to tell you what a difference just allowing myself to become part of a community has done for me. So not only in my personal life, like I said, with people that were around me when I got saved, some of those people are my best friends. One of those people is my husband now. And not only, spending more time with my parents and truly being in community with them and our church and our good friends around here, but I cannot tell you what a difference it has made in my business. I cannot tell you what a difference it's made. I am trying to put words together to explain to you how much my business grew and how much it just boomed when I committed to joining a community of other women. It was phenomenal, ladies. Like I said, I was able to ask questions. I was able to I grew so much just by having a place where I could gain resources and like I said, put my brain together with somebody else. I am currently in a mastermind group right now, which is one way that I practice community in my business. And there are about 5 or 6 women in there who have truly become my business besties and like my business sisters. I call them my mastermind sisters, and it's funny because my husband is totally removed from the business world, the online business world, other than my business, and he's like, "Your mastermind sisters, like you don't even really know them in person," but because of how much value they have added to my life and how much I'm in communication with them and how much I help them, they truly feel like mastermind sisters, business besties to me. So I cannot even tell you what a difference this has made in my business. So just as I was saying, that community in our Christian community, so whether it's going to church regularly or having friends that will literally lift you up in prayer on those hard days, sorry, the monitor's on. I'm going to turn the monitor off. It is so important. Ladies, as Christians, you know how important community is. And the same goes for your business. So if you are, it is so important to be able to follow and build and join a tribe who support you and inspire you and truly get you. So the same that goes for the church goes for your business. Here are a few ways. I'm going to share a few ways with you that I exercise community in my business. So I'm talking about how my business has grown exponentially just over the past year by being in community. Here are some of the ways, and these are my tips for you. So make note of them. The first way is by brainstorming with friends. So that means I brainstorm with not only people that I network with, not only with my business friends, like Amy Tilley is one of my amazing business friends, besties, but also being in a formal mastermind group. I originally had been in a mastermind group where we were, sharing resources, asking questions, putting our heads together, and my business was growing. But when I invested in a formal mastermind, that's when it really took off, because there is one-on-one coaching in there, and there is also somebody to set up calls for us. So we're able to get on calls with one another. There's an app that we are all on, and so it was so much easier when somebody facilitated it for us. So one way that I practice this community that has grown my business exponentially is by joining a mastermind group. And actually, Stephanie Klinger, who was on here earlier, who is the money master, as I like to call her, she is in my mastermind group, and she can attest to how amazing it has been. Also, when I brainstorm with friends, like for example, Amy Tilley, there is just something that happens. Like I said, there is something that happens that just, it's magical, you guys. When we are putting our heads together with somebody else, I truly believe that that is how God created us, to live in community, that we are building each other up, that we are feeding off of one another, educating one another, encouraging one another. There is something magical that happens when Amy and I put our heads together. And also, like Amanda Tipton and Jessica Schenke, we have masterminded in person, just talking about business and things like that. And it has been amazing, you guys. I cannot even tell you. It pumps me up. I hope you're feeling my energy. Another way that I practice this community is by hiring my one-on-one coach. So I am almost constantly in a business course of some sort, and that is why my business is growing. I am a true believer in not only community, but reinvesting in your business. And one way that I reinvest in my business is always community. So having a one-on-one coach has allowed me to join this community of other entrepreneurs, but also to join in community with my one-on-one coach, who shares so much wisdom with me and truly helps me build my business. Another way is having a VA, an amazing VA who truly gets me and is for my business. That is one of the things that is so important, especially if you're building a team. Make sure that you have a team that is a community, and that your people are for you and for your business. If not, it doesn't really make sense to have them on your team, right? And then, like I said, also constantly being in a mastermind group. So not only investing in the one-on-one coaching and brainstorming and having a team that gets you, but also formally being in a mastermind group with other women. Okay. Now, like I keep saying, I cannot tell you what a difference masterminding has made in my business. It is like a 24/7 resource for me. Actually, in the mastermind that I am in right now, that I pay $2,000 to be in, it is so invaluable to me because I am able to get on there if I'm working late at night or early in the morning and just ask questions. Like this morning, 8:30 in the morning, I had a question. I hopped on there. There was just something I was thinking through in my business I needed help with, I needed advice on, I needed to hear somebody else's perspective. I hopped on my mastermind group and I asked, and within a few minutes, those ladies helped me figure out this problem, and I was on my way and got on with the rest of my day thinking through this problem, and they helped me solve that problem. And so it has just been amazing. So I want you to stop and ask yourself a few questions right now. If you feel like you're floundering in your business or spinning your wheels, whatever you want to say, I want you to stop and ask yourself these questions just so that you can think through this idea of community in your business. Are you surrounding yourself with people who encourage you in your business and in your walk with God? Do you have a group of women who can uphold you in prayer, not only for yourself, but also for your family, for your business, for your friends, for your life in general? Ladies, that is so important to have somebody, to have a community, whether it's in your church or your neighborhood, people that will hold you up in prayer. And if you don't have somebody, message me. I will uphold you in prayer. There were 2 people this morning who texted me and asked me for prayer. And I love that. I was thanking God for that because they know that I am not only a true friend and I will keep it confidential, but I also just felt so blessed that they trusted me and that they knew that I am a prayer warrior. That is one of the gifts that God has given me, is prayer. And so if you don't have prayerful community in your life, message me. I will pray for you, whatever you need. And there are a few other ladies in here who will as well. Do you have a tribe of highly motivated women who know their business stuff and who can provide you with answers to your questions? So do you have people in your life who know what they're talking about? Like, they're not just blowing steam and saying, oh, well, I think it would be fun if you did this, or it'd be a cute idea if you did this, but they actually know what they're talking about, and then they share their knowledge and wisdom with you. Do you have women in your life that are doing that for you? Because even if you get a one-on-one coach is invaluable, let me tell you. My one-on-one coach absolutely transformed my business, but having other brains, more brain power in your community it only makes sense that it is going to grow your business exponentially, right? So, do you have that tribe of highly motivated women? Are you in a group of women that offer you their ideas and make light bulbs go off in your head like Amy Tilly does for me? Do you have women in your life who are willing to share exactly what they've done to make their businesses thrive? Because ladies, if you have people in your life who are only willing to share with you if they get something out of it, that's not true community. You need to be in a community of people who are willing to share with you what they do so that you can thrive and they can thrive. What about a place to help you hurdle those nagging business obstacles in your life? We all have business obstacles. Do you have a place where you can go that you know will allow you to get out of the funk that you're in, or get over those obstacles that you have, answer any questions that you have? Do you have a place where you can go? Are you skeptical whether or not you're pursuing the right path in your life? This is a big one. This is something that people come to me a lot with, and I love how God has sort of evolved my mission into helping people understand what they should or should not be doing. A few weeks back, I did a live video about why I told somebody to shut down their business, and she is seeing the blessing for it. Ladies, I am somebody who will tell you whether or not you are, either I can tell you whether or not you are pursuing the right path in your business, or I can tell you how to find out how to pursue the right path in your business. So if you answered most of those questions a little bit uncomfortably, like you're like, oh, I don't know, or no, I don't have that, or oh, I wish I could have that, then I want you to check out the Proverbs 31 Mastermind group. Now, we already have an amazing group of ladies over in this mastermind, but if you are in need of community in your business for all of the hey Amanda, all of the things that I just talked about, like you're lost in your business, you need your sisters, this mastermind group is for you. Okay, so here I'm going to give you the quick rundown of what you're going to get in this group. You'll get one-on-one coaching, not only with me, and like I said, ladies, one-on-one coaching has absolutely changed my business. But also Amy Tilley will be coaching in there. She also Stephanie Klinger and a couple other guest coaches will be in there, so you will not only get myself, but you will get other coaches, because I truly believe in the strength and the power of putting my mind together with somebody else and allowing you more than just one-on-one coach. So you'll get one-on-one coaching, which means you can ask any question you have. You can ask me or anybody else a question that you have and get your business in order. So hurdle those obstacles that we were talking about earlier. You will get training in various business topics. So whether that's branding, social media, time management, you name it, if you ask for it, we will do a training for you. We already, each month we'll be focusing on a different topic, but like I said, if you have questions about that, we will be right there for you. And exciting announcement, Amy and I just decided yesterday when we were